the next lecture. I suppose you had your lecture with Dr. Lugto just a while ago. Tama ba? Yep, done. Yeah, siguro we can start in 3 minutes para exactly 2, no? Sige. All right. Let me check. Are you seeing my slides?
Yes po, Doc.
Yes po.
Kita, no? But it's not in screen view. Let me see. Let me redo this. Ayan, better? All right, let's start. So good afternoon, everyone. I would like to believe that every one of you has seen the lecture, no? The recording, and this based mostly on it's an old document.
Recording in progress.
Still valid, the 2016 PSOHNS, our CPG. No? But most of the principles there are still valid, no? Because it's after all just basic physiology, no? And after which we follow with our applications. Right. Now today we are going to talk about the myths and fallacies uh, in general of the understanding of allergic rhinitis by most, including even doctors, no? And also to clarify whatever misconception you have of the lecture, right? So let's synthesize what you have learned dun sa lectures before. Before going further, are there any questions that you would like to be answered now, ngayon? Is there? Are there? Wala? Wala? Okay. Let me go on. So, All right. So let's talk about the different common myths and fallacies. No, let's differentiate them from the real facts. No, okay. So number one, you may answer no by showing your ano na lang, your emojis. No, kung walang allergy symptoms ang baby ko within the first 2 years, di na siya magkaka-allergic rhinitis. Okay, what's the answer? Anyone? Yes or no? All right. So, in order to answer that, no, so it's not true. In order to answer, we have to understand two basic concepts in the uh, in allergic rhinitis. Now, before there is manifestation of allergic rhinitis, you have to understand that we have to have the concept or the phenomenon of sensitization. So, what is this? Now, yung sensitization is when the person who is particularly prone, genetically prone, to react to these objects, which are usually protein-based. Tama, no? Kasi our body can only react to live organic objects to be considered as allergic rhinitis. No? In other words, kung hindi siya organic objects, then we label this, kung nagre-react, no? We label this as non-allergic rhinitis. So what are these? For example, is tag dito is reaction um to changes in weather, no? Or perfume. Is that allergic rhinitis? Anyone? Meron? Anyone? You may unmute yourself. Anyone? Wala? Walang gusto? Hello? Wala? Sa message box kaya, you may put in. Anyone? Okay. No? Sige. Now, the basic concept of non-allergic rhinitis is these are reactions to yung nga, no, non-organic, like weather, perfume, which is non-organic kasi mostly it's chemicals, no, essences ng chemicals, but there is nothing organic there. And then also changes in temperature, no? But certainly kapag organic objects, like let's say pollen, house dust mites, no? Extracts from the excretion of the excreta of the pets, no? Dogs, cats, no? Ganon. There, that means magkakaroon ka ng ano, sensitization. First, because it will have to be presented to the body, sasaluhin ng katawan, and then the body will produce the IgE, E as in egg, IgE, and then repeated sensitization, more and more IgE specific to that particular allergen. Now we call it an allergen. And then eventually when it is presented na, you have enough IgE, no, to react to it na, no? And then when it attaches to the IgE, there's enough, and then it attaches to the mast cells or the granulation, and you have all these cascade of symptoms, no? So I'd like to show you this one. Now, from here, now this is a study that's a span of many years. So when they tested these particular subset of subjects na potentially prone, alam nila, no? Many years before the manifestation wala pa, no? Let's say zero would be when it starts to manifest. So these are the allergens na tinetest nila, no? Serum and IgEs, no? If you go back to let me use this one. Ano ito? Where's my teka, I can't seem to find my my laser pointer. Anyway, so if you look at the balik tayo dito. This one on -5, that's 5 years before it manifested. You already see na medyo na mga reactions na and through the years, even as far back as 5 years and 5 years down the line, saka lang magma-manifest because there is now enough antigen, IgE to react to the antigen, no, to the allergen. So which means when you are in a place where you think that you have not reacted to yet, siguro hindi pa kasi enough exposure, no? And within 6 months, maybe within 2 years, no, you will have manifestations na. Sorry. And that is what we call now allergy. All right? So, hindi ibig sabihin pag wala pang symptoms, ilang years na, hindi pa magkakaroon. But if you are prone to it, then you will have it. Next. Kung nagka-atopic dermatitis ang baby ko, di na siya magkaka-allergic rhinitis. True or false? Sorry. Yes, chat box, if you wish. Or thumbs up, thumbs down sign. Okay, false. Yes, false. Very good, false. Okay, not true. Why? Kasi, no, if we look at the cascade, no, if the patient usually will present as we call this the atopic march, no? So it's with a person who is specifically genetically predisposed to allergies, most of them will start first with the food allergies, no? Itong pula and eczema, no? You see there's sharp ascending incidence, no? And up to 5 years, gradually, no? May asthma, green, and then slowly, the slowest of the three, no? Of the four, would be allergic rhinitis. And then suddenly may climb yan, 5 to 10 years old. Why? Because this is also the time that patient is exposed to the outside, no? Outside environment mostly, no? Otherwise, protected pa siya between 0 to 5 sa bahay lang. So whatever allergens meron sa bahay, yun lang muna. But when patient goes out, the child goes out to the outside world then, and then it will plateau, no? And then the others will die down, but allergic rhinitis will stay. Interestingly, until old age, may allergic rhinitis. And the rest, no, eczema, asthma, and food allergies will dip down. Okay. So, number 3, question. Pwedeng mag-alaga ng hypoallergenic pets ang mga may pet allergies? True, false? Anyone? Yes? No such thing as hypoallergenic? Very good. No? So, this is, in my opinion, no, parang ano siguro ito, marketing tool. Makikita kayo, maraming pet shops, they will say hypoallergenic pets. And they equate this statement, hypoallergenic, to short-haired pets, no? Na hindi nagsished. That's what they say. But you have to remember that you have to understand that yung allergens dito is not the hair. The hair may be the parang vector na nagdadala, but it's not the hair itself, but yung mga skin cells, mga dead cells ng skin na shed, number 1. Number 2, yung pee nila and poop, no? That becomes dried up and becomes powdery na pwedeng lumipat-lipat kahit saan, wherever the dog is, dadalhin nila, no? And then when it's agitated, floats up, no? The hair itself, it's rarely naman yung hair makakabot ng ilong di ba? No? How many times do you have to clean your nose, yung mga pet lovers na if you find dog hairs? There will be sometimes, but not much kasi you can easily sneeze it out, no, or react to it. No, pero it's almost impossible to avoid yung mga maliliit na powdery things ng ano ng excreta, no? The pee na naging powder, yung poop na naging powder. All right? So far, nakatatlo na tayo. Any questions? Wala, no? So ano naman, no? It's straightforward. Naintindihan nyo, I suppose. And I hope I have given you a little bit of ano, no? Clear-cut understanding on these concepts. Okay, next. Okay. At the same time, what you also want to understand, no, idadagdag ko lang, is that hindi lang yung pets, let's assume na tama naman, hypoallergenic yung pet, but the pet goes out eh. Di ba? The pet goes out. Kung anong dala niya, idadalhin niya sa bahay. And that can also be why meron ka ring allergens brought in by your pet from the outside. Lalo na if you're allergic to those things. Ayun, pwede ba they remain outdoors? Pwede siguro, but is there a chance na hindi mo sila madaanan? Meaning, do you get to avoid them pagpasok mo sa bahay? You have to pass through yung outdoors, di ba? No? Tapos yung also, yung about the floating, avoid mo nga siya, pero sometimes when you open the door, papasok pa rin yung mga allergens na dala ng dogs or cats, no? Okay, now next is, totoo po ba na more you expose to allergen, ma-overcome mo yung allergy? Pwede, no? So sometimes, if you notice, they have a concept of cat allergies, kunwari, no? Kill the cat or keep the cat. Parang ganon, sasabihin nila, because if you're always exposed to it, pwede naman, but sometimes, no, yung reaction mo to the allergen outruns yung ano eh, yung tendency mo to overcome it, no? So, yung symptoms mo will be worse than just being exposed to it lang. And in order for you to establish some kind of tolerance. And with that, we have to talk. Siguro, I don't know if it is within my few fallacies dito. I'll give you an idea on what we call about the so-called, before it's called desensitization, which is not true. But the actual term, the better term, is immunotherapy. Now, have you heard about this? Anyone here na has been to an allergologist and has undergone immunotherapy for specific allergens? Anyone? So, this is like giving poison, no? If you're allergic to these things, bibigyan nila yung poison na yan. In small increments, no? Non-lethal muna, syempre, maliliit. And your body, instead of creating IgEs in response to the allergen, the body will create IgG, G as in golf. So eventually, there will be more IgGs than IgE, and when you are presented with that allergen, no, ito na tinatawag natin exposure, no? When you're exposed to that allergen, IgGs ang unang mag-attack to attach to the allergen and not giving chance for IgE to attach to, no, to the allergen. So walang allergic reaction na mangyayari kasi IgG has overtaken yung IgE to the allergen. Hindi na sila makapag-attach. Therefore, walang attachment, walang allergic reaction. Okay, does that answer your question, Dr. Nicole? Yep, okay. So any question? Meron pa? Sige, let's go on na to the next one. All right, ayan na. Hindi na ako pwedeng mag-amoy ng bulaklak kasi may allergy ako sa pollen. Yun. Yes, no? True, false? Anyone? Chat box? Walang answers. Hindi na ako pwedeng mag-amoy ng bulaklak kasi may allergy ako sa pollen. Okay, false. May true. So medyo tricky, no? Let me show you why. You have to know which pollens you are allergic to, number one, na? And there has to be a vector. Kailangan lumipad siya. Lumutang siya, no? Okay, let me show you what nature and God has given us. And did you notice na there are some, mostly not true, no? There are some pollens na ganun, na pag lumipad, boom, by wind pollinators ito, ang tawag na vectors now is wind. Sila yung mga hindi attractive, hindi maganda. And these pollens are usually, because for survival, di ba, they need to propagate, lilipad sila, and then meron din silang mga male-female, no? Equivalent of reproduction. So, paglipad nita wind blowing, lipat sa wherever else, tapos magkakaroon ng new offsprings, no? Yung mga propagation, no? And did you notice that yung mga magaganda, mga flowers, no? Ang vectors nila are insect or bees, butterflies, sila ang pollinators. Because these are very attractive, pupunta doon yung mga bees, butterflies, and then when they suck on the nectar, they eventually also will have pollen stick to their sticky, shall we say, spines or whatever. Paglipad nila sa iba, as they hop around the different flowers, they spread the pollen, and then there you go, no? Magkakaroon na ngayon ng reproduction, the reproductive process starts, and the flowers will become fruit eventually. So ganun yun. So these ones are too big to be blown by the wind. Kaya it has to have insect vectors. Now, if you are talking about flowers, ang allergy mo, no, na ibang usapan, no? Hindi mahirap nga na hindi ka nga pwede basta-basta mag-amoy ng bulaklak, no? But usually yung bulaklak na amoy mo, sometimes there are no pollen there, just basta-basta na hindi mo na agitate. Now, it's not the smell, it has to be the pollen. But if you're careful, you may, pero na-agitate mo, may lumipad na pollen, you're allergic to that particular pollen, then you have the reaction. And if you have yung mga pupuri sa bahay, wala naman yung wala naman yung mga pollen na yun, patay na sila. So these things, iba yon. If you're reacting to the smell, to the odor, then it might be non-allergic type na. Right? Sige, so far, any questions? Hindi naman confusing, no? So I've established the importance of differentiating allergic rhinitis from organic things, and then non-allergic from non-organic. And of course, yung pattern was spread ng pollen, no? Yung mga hindi attractive type, usually maliliit. And you will be surprised, di ba? Sometimes may mga weeds, no? Hindi sila attractive, but you can see weeds sprouting from walls, mga cracks ng walls, kasi lumipad nga sila. Nalipad doon, and then somehow they got reproduced there, no? Right, let me go to the next one. Yan, lilipat na ako ng tirahan para makaiwas ng outdoor allergens. True, false? Anyone? False, false, false? Sige, let's see why. Not true. Why? So you see, no, the different environment, somehow, if you were really prone to it, you eventually get one na reaction, no? Kasi it builds. So exposure. We talked about 6 months, 2 years, no? So these are the reasons, no? Saan ka man pumunta, if you're allergic, you are allergic. You go to the beach, yung beach naman around it would be beach house, nice beach house, pero there are plants, flowers, trees, pwede mag-pollinate. okay lang, malakas pa naman yung hangin, no? So you have these things that you might react to, even if you are everyday breathing sea breeze, no? Which is good, pero allergic ka pa rin if you are prone to it. Alright? Sige. Next. So, ang tanging lunas para sa allergies ay pag-iwas sa triggers. Yes or no? True? False? Anyone? True? True? Yes. True. Pero, but only if you want to live in a self-contained bubble. Ito, look at this. Diba? Happy family, no? Naka-hazmat. Ewan ko lang paano sila huminga, including the baby. But look around. No? They have the trees outside. They have carpets. They have a pet. No? They have the sofas na potentially mag-harbor ng mga allergens. The flowers, indoor plants. No? Ganun din. No? I don't know how they're going to eat. So, this is very important. In fact, you have all these very um, immune compromised patients, di ba, na nakatira lang sa bubble, no? Kawawa naman sila. So you can see that when they come out of the bubble, immediately you will have hives, no? So things like that. All right, next. 7, we're almost done. Matagal ko nang iniinom ang antihistamine na ito. Di ba ako ma-immune dito? Yeah. These are things we hear a lot from our patients now when you go to the clinics. Parati na akong itong ininom for years. I think I'm getting immune. Na-immune na ako. You get to hear a lot of these words. Yes? Ano? False. No. False. False. Okay. False, no? At least for the newer generation, antihistamines, no? Hindi daw masyado, no? Walang what we would call tachyphylaxis, which means you have now developed tolerance to the medicine. It's not helpful at all. But before that, you have a high incidence of tachyphylaxis for the first generation antihistamines. Ano itong mga first generation? Ano? Which ones? Anyone? Diphenhydramine? Yes. Ano pa? The classic one would be the chlorpheniramine na meron pa ha. Yung mga ganon. But the newer ones, even taken every day for 52 weeks, no? There's one particular one na may study. It still works, no? So, without naming the product, no? Basta you can go search, and this was studied in a particular paper from Japan, no? To cedar pollen allergies, no? Japanese cedar, ang dami niyan sa Japan. They are allergic to it, and then they took this medicine, the antihistamine orally, and they don't have symptoms for every day ito. Okay. Ang gamit na po namin is Montelukast. Now, Montelukast is not an antihistamine. No? So, what is it? Ano ito? Anyone? LTRA. It's for leukotriene. So, it's a different pathway. And sa allergic rhinitis, actually, it doesn't work as well kung allergic rhinitis lang. That's why you will notice, no, there are medications na combo, which we don't really recommend much unless combo meaning may antihistamine plus LRTA, no, leukotriene receptor antagonist. For this, dito tayo yung we give them for those who potentially may asthma symptoms. Because Montelukast, no, and the leukotriene receptor antagonists are very good in keeping down yung asthma manifestations. Not necessarily sa allergic rhinitis, but more sa asthma. But if you have allergic rhinitis, you are also prone to asthma din kasi. So, it's reasonable to give both, lalo na kung may asthma symptoms. But not for allergic rhinitis per se lang if that person has manifested allergic rhinitis lang. Okay, clear? Clear? Okay, sige. Tuloy ako ha. Okay, number 8. Maingay ang paghinga ng anak ko. Nako, allergy lang siguro ito. Okay lang. Palitan ko na rin yung antihistamine niya. Baka may na-immune na siya. So, palit siya. Okay. True or false? Maingay ang paghinga, allergy lang. False? False? False. Yes. Bakit? Kasi there are many things na partly true. Allergic rhinitis can cause, we call noisy breathing kasi marado ilong. The patient needs to breathe through the mouth sometimes, no? But most of the time, we also want to know about the extension from the nose up to the back of the nose into the nasopharynx. No? Ito. Let me see if I can play this. Ayaw mag-play. Sayang. Ayaw mag-play. Yan, no? So, for this particular case, now this was a sleep video kasi. Mayroon ba? Parang wala, no? So, what you're looking at here is an endoscopic view of the, ano ito? Sa likod ng nasal cavity. What is this? Ito, what do you think? Ano? Anyone? For a small child, maybe 5 years old, ganon. These are the adenoids. Look at that, no? How do you expect the patient to breathe well kahit na clear yung nose niya kung meron siyang adenoids, no? So these are obstructive adenoids, no? Not too much, but still it impedes the breathing through the nose kasi maingay yan, and that can also be a cause of obstructive sleep apnea, no? So we see this, no? We do sleep studies, no? And then we try to see if there's disruption of sleep, no? All right? Sige, next. Mabawang ilong ng anak ko, allergy lang siguro ito. Next. Anyone? False? 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 Bakit? Bakit false ito? Anyone? Chronic obstruction, mabaho, pwede. Siguro dahil barado, hindi makaka-clear out, no? Or infection, pwede. No? Baka purulent discharge. But what if one side lang, one nose lang ang mabaho? Pwede rin? No? Ang kabila hindi. Usually we'd expect kung infection, dalawa, no? So there could be a buccal mass, no? Or ano? Yan, no? I had the privilege of attending to a patient, no, through the years nung bata siya, 3 years old, 4 years old, until 5 years old. Foreign object, very good. No? Turned out pangalan niya Adora, no? So I call her Adora the Explorer. Kasi kung anong makita niya, nilalagay niya sa ilong. So until 5 years to 6 years old, I don't know why, no? So pasok ng labas ng clinic, every few months, meron naman nilagay. And for this particular case, no, not necessarily hers, merong foam. So that's why you be careful if you have mga kids, nephews, nieces, your own kids. Now, if there's an open slash na nung sa upholstery and then there's foam coming out, be careful kasi curious kids ito, no? They might just pop them in and stuff it into their nasal cavities, no? And then eventually magbabaho na kasi there's banking, they call it, no? Or the discharges cannot come out. It stays there, mabaho. And then we have to take it out, no? Sometimes tumigas na nga, no? So that's bad, all right? So be careful with this. Next. Antukin anak ko. Allergy lang siguro ito. So we touched on this a little bit kanina. What could this be? False? False, why? Kasi nga, yun nga, no? We talked about possible obstructive sleep apnea. Yan, no? Kumakain lang, natulog pa. Sobrang antok, no? Like that. So these things you have to be wary of, no? sometimes you might think allergy lang, and allergy is lang, and you should not, you have any problems with that, you're unsure of these, you seek the opinion of the friendly ear, nose, throat, head, and neck specialist. All right. Any questions up to this point? Sana? Quick lang, no? I hope you understood na yung yung concepts natin up to this point na it could be allergy, but it could be something else, lalo na if it's unilateral, no? And it doesn't go away, it smells na. Then it's not plain rhinitis, and there's also the possibility of obstructive sleep apnea, which is altogether another topic. All right? There you go. Tapos na tayo. Any questions? Wala? Okay na kayo? All right. Siguro we can call it a day na. Yep. Let's call it a day. Sige. Okay. So,